Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to change your oil on a JK Jeep Wrangler between the years of 2007 and 2011. The reason I'm giving this date range and not the full range of the Jeep JK is they changed engines after 2011. This video will go over everything you need and it's linked down below so you could pick it up to do your own oil change, and it'll be a step-by-step guide so you could learn everything you need to know to do this yourself. The first thing that we're going to do is pop the hood. To do that, you're going to take these hood releases off on the sides. And then you'll be able to lift up on the hood in the center and push this lever sideways to get your hood up. The hood prop is located right in the front here, and that'll go right there. Next up, we could remove our oil fill cap. That's right here on the passenger side of the engine. And this will just twist off and then put this in a safe location. Taking this off now will allow air to rush into the engine, which will help it drain faster. Now we could get under our vehicle. These Jeeps are pretty high, even stock, so I'm able to just slide under here without even lifting up the vehicle. But if you want, you could jack it up or use ramps to get yourself a little bit of extra clearance. I brought my oil drain pan with me, and right now I'm getting the socket out. 1/2-inch socket on the drain bolt fits perfectly. So now I'm turning this drain bolt out by hand, and while I'm doing that, I'm putting pressure in towards the oil pan. This way oil doesn't start leaking out until you're ready. We're getting a little bit of drippage, and now we can just pull that bolt away and let the oil drain. Now that this is slowed down to a drip, I'm going to put my drain plug back in. And then we could tighten this down. Right now I just gave it a light snug with the ratchet, and then I'm going to torque this down to 20 foot-pounds. If you're super confident, you could do this by hand, but I prefer to use a torque wrench to know that I tighten that down to the exact proper spec. Last thing I'm going to do is just wipe off any oil drips off the oil pan, just to clean it up a little bit and then to help verify that it's not leaking once we fill it back up with oil. Next up, we could replace our oil filter. Now this is slightly trickier to get to and it will drip oil on your four-wheel drive stuff up front, but that filter is right up there. To do that, I'm going to use oil filter pliers. I think it makes the job a lot easier. So we're going to grip that and just turn this out of place. Once you get that cracked loose with the oil filter pliers, you could spin this off by hand. And I'm going to go up from the front of the vehicle. Now you're just going to spin this filter off by hand. And now you could drop it out of place. Looking up from the front of the vehicle, you could see that oil filter mount with the filter off, and you can see the threaded part in the center. This is where we're going to screw our new oil filter on. Now we could get our new filter up into place and spin this on. I do have this filter and oil linked in the description below, so you could order everything online and not even have to go to a store. There probably is a torque spec for these filters, but I like to go as tight as I can by hand, which usually is touching off of that O-ring and then going 1/2 turn to 3/4 of a turn. But basically you want to make sure that this is sealed on there nicely so no oil could drip out. And now you could wipe down around that filter housing. And also clean anything else that got oil on it. But don't worry about getting it all off because it's not a big deal if it's on there, and it will actually help prevent some rust. Next, we could fill our vehicle back up with oil. We're going to fill that right here from the cap that we removed earlier in this video. I like to put a funnel in there, makes it a little bit easier to aim for. And then we're going to fill this up with 5 W20. This vehicle takes 6 US quarts of oil, so it's going to be 1 big jug plus part of a big jug, or 1 big jug plus 1 small jug. Once you've got your 6 quarts of oil in there, go ahead and remove your funnel and put your fill cap back on. And then you could go ahead and start up your vehicle and just let it run for a minute and let that new oil circulate through. Last thing to do is just to verify your engine oil level. So remove your dipstick here and clean it off with a rag. Then put this back in your engine and make sure it sits all the way down. Now pull it back out and check the level on the stick. And you want your oil to be at the very top of that safe range. If you're low, fill it up, and it's a good idea to sneak up on your oil level so you don't overfill if you're not sure. Now we're going to go ahead and reset our oil change indicator, which you saw come up right there. To do that, you're going to turn your vehicle off, put the key in the ignition, and turn it to the on position without starting the vehicle, and slowly press and let up on your accelerator pedal 3 times within 10 seconds. And now it chimed and we should be able to start our vehicle. And you can see that we started it up and no oil change indicator came up, so we're all set. And with all that, that's gonna wrap up this video. If this video helped you out, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you really wanna support the channel, because this video helps you save money by doing it yourself, consider hitting that super thanks button to give me a little bit of extra support. Again, everything that I used in this video is linked down below, and good luck on your oil change.